No, I did. I love Littleton. I grew up here, and then for some reason, about 30 years ago, I said, where can I pay $2,700 a month to live in what any other part of the country we know as a foyer? So I moved up to New York. And if you want to know what it's like to live up there, when you get home to your house, jam all your furniture into your foyer, and live there for about 6 months with your family, and you'll understand why we're killing each other up there. It's that simple. My first apartment was so small, my fish would mock me. That's how small the room was, seriously. They'd be in the fish tank like, we got plenty of room, you're an idiot. And they'd just be swimming back and forth, staring at me. So I turned their air off. I did, I killed it right there. Gotta show them who's boss, right? I actually did that joke last week, a woman booed me. As soon as I said, she goes, boo. I'm like, first of all, it's a joke, it's a comedy club, and I don't own fish. Just wrote right for the joke, right? Anybody own pet fish? Don't raise your hand, you're a moron. I'm sorry. Out of all the pets, that's what you pick, that staring at you all day, really? Give me something with a couple of eyebrows, a soul behind it if I gotta keep it alive for 12 years, you know what I mean? You know how hard it is to keep fish alive? I got some. You gotta feed them the right amount all the time or they'll die. Make sure their water temperature's perfect all the time or they'll die. Make sure the oxygen's going 24/7 or they'll freaking die, right? Fish are pets on life support. If I wanted that much responsibility, I'd have my grandfather move in with me, you know what I mean? I need all the trouble. No offense, sir, I'm just saying. Everybody was adopting during the pandemic, right? My wife wanted to get a cat. No. So the last thing I need is another pair of disconcerting eyes staring at me every time I wake up from a nap, right? You ever wake up from a nap and have a cat looking at you like I could have killed you 3 times while you're sleeping? Not even blinking. I love dogs. Any dog owners, man? Dogs are the best. Remember that? Yes! A dog will save your life, right? I was reading a guy who was attacked by a mountain lion in California a while back. He was walking his dog jumped right in the middle, saved both their lives. Yeah, that would have happened if he was walking his cat that day, right? Sorry, no freak away. Cat would have just been watching him get mauled, going, hit him again, slap him up. We ended up adopting. We ended up getting a 2-year-old boy, actually. Yeah, just a 2-year-old boy. Yeah, and then of course, like everybody else after the pandemic, we returned him. And he wasn't happy, but we're like, you gotta go, buddy. We're all at work again, sorry. Like Joe said, my name's Tom Van Horn. My full name is Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. Yeah, it doesn't get any whiter than that right there. Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. Sounds like I should own the casino and not be talking to 50 people for $100 on a Thursday night. Van Horn, I looked it up. I know I'm Dutch, but I looked up the surname Van Horn a while back, and Van Horn actually in Dutch means from the town of Horn, and then ironically means white devil in Swahili. So, yeah. I did that Ancestry DNA thing to find out where all my ancestors came from. It just came back, start apologizing immediately. I thought I was rich growing up, you know, with that name. Every time I heard it as a little kid, Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. I'm like, that's a great name. Shit, we must be loaded, right? Then as I got older, I realized sometimes being the fourth can mean your parents have cash, and sometimes it means they have no creativity. That's all it was. My grandfather, my dad, the dog, and me. Thomas Edward Van Horn IV. I mean, I can see a junior, there's probably a junior in the room, that's popular, the third once in a while, the fourth, now you're just getting lazy as parents, right? Holy shit, pick up a baby name book, throw some Scrabble letters against some more, you know what I mean? Show a little effort. I swore if I ever had a son, I'd break the cycle, and I did. His name's Elizabeth. Married. Clap if you're married. Clap if you're married. Let me see. I can't really see the audience up here. That was kind of a sad applause, but I'll take it. It was a kind of... Who's been married the longest? Anybody over 40 years? I was going to guess. You two, yes. I can tell, sir. Thank you. I'm going to go 14 and you do a lot of drugs. Now, how long have you been married? 68 years? Well, there you go. Clap it up, sure. Okay, anybody, where'd you go on your honeymoon, America? We were on a cruise ship. It was called the Nina. We took that one. entertainment. Just people dying of scurvy. That was about it. That's cool. That's cool. I just celebrated 25 years 2 weeks ago. 25 years. Yeah. You don't have to clap. She's not here. Screw it. I just looked it up. 25 years. That's, you know, the average felony conviction is only 12. Did you know that? I'm in a mixed marriage. I tell guys, do it. Diversify if you can. That has its advantages. I can tell my wife's really mad because she'll start yelling at me in Spanish. You know, which I still don't understand 25 years later because she's Japanese, but I do drink a lot. We went to a birthday party, that was the last straw. Went to a birthday party 2 Saturdays ago. I got hammered, you know, I'll admit it. My nephew turned 1, and it was a great afternoon. Have you ever been to a 1-year-old's birthday? Remember the COVID rules for birthdays back when it was COVID, right? People just go to a birthday, just drive by in the car and throw the gift out the window. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Really? We can't still be doing that for a 1-year-old? He doesn't know what the hell's going on. You can't remember your first birthday at this point in your life. This guy probably can't even remember last year's birthday. But I went. I had to go, right? We went. 5-hour party for this kid on a Sunday. Beautiful day. I could have been golfing. No, 5-hour party for a 1-year-old. 4 hours in, he's on a blanket, drool coming down the side of his mouth, glazed over look. I was the same way after 4 hours. I got 2 now. I get fed 21 and 12. Which made me gap. I think it was due to the first kid being colicky. Anybody have to deal with that? Colicky baby? If you don't know what that is, that's when your baby screams his freaking head off for about 20 hours out of the day. They still don't even know what causes it. Seriously. It's just hours and hours of one night he cried from 8 at night till 3 in the morning. Non-stop. Just 10 p.m. 1 a.m. My wife's like, maybe he needs a pacifier. I'm like, he needs a priest is what he needs. The furniture's starting to float around in his room. We gotta get the hell out of the house. I can see my breath in his room. Can you see your breath in his room? I'm looking for 6s on his skull, okay? Pacifier, Jesus. I remember those days, man. I would go to those stores, I don't even think some of them don't even exist anymore, right? I remember my wife goes out, we're out of pacifiers, go buy some pacifiers. Try it out to the baby store, wherever that is. I get up to the pacifier, they had 100 pacifiers on the wall. Big ones, small ones, round ones. They had a lifelike pacifier. I swear to God, it looks like a woman's nipple with the areola on the back. I got 2 for myself. I got 1 for the ride back to New York. Huh? You want to stop road rage, every guy should have to drive around with a pacifier in his mouth. You would never have road rage again. A guy cut you off, you're like... Anyway, you guys are awesome. Thanks a lot.